Hello everyone, it's me, and welcome back to another video. Now, today is going to be hopefully a fun-ish one because we're bringing back the Can I zoom out? The MawAMURK. Hello. And, what is that? I'm so terrified of what that avatar is. But today, we're going to be looking at MawAMURK, and someone wanted me to try out Slapdown on MawAMURK. So like, okay, we're going to go with more of a utility-based MawAMURK. So that's kind of the goal of today, is to offer utility for our team and offer some okay-ish, consistent-esque damage, which is kind of the goal. So we got our Brawny, Clever, Very Sluggish, because I don't like using Very Clever or Very Robust on MawAMURK, just because, I don't know, just kind of for me. But yeah, we have Very Sluggish, just so then at any point we could run range attacking moves if we wanted to, but we don't really have to do that. And then, with our moves, we got Swampy, our ability to lower target speed, which pairs with our Vine Lash to offer utility, Driving Force to offer utility, and Slapdown gets rid of items, which offers utility. So as you can see, there's a lot of utility with this thing. Our entire goal is to support our team by either switching out scary threats, or getting rid of their item, or lowering their speed for our next Loomian to come in. Now, I feel like Swampy would be much better on a faster Loomian, which might be like you could run Clumsy with this. But I think this is probably still okay. You could probably run, what? Is it Noxious Weeds? Or is it, it's Woodsman. One that you get hit with plant moves, gives you boost. But yeah, then the TPs are very simple. We have max health. I actually should maximize the range defense for this one, because it's not an offensive one. We're running pretty much going to be bulky utility. We have 200 health, 12 energy is just in there. I don't really know what that's for. I never really check the energy calcs before I do these things. I kind of just look at the set and I'm like, okay, this probably looks correct. That's gets you to 240. I knew it. I knew I should have said it. 88 melee attack is just leftovers, as you saw before. And then the range defense is so we can maximize our ranged bulk. Now, I'm hoping this is going to work out because this is a very good Loomian into metal types. So we're going to hopefully fight some ranged metal types that are not Guardrone. So let's get into it. All right. I think I fought this person recently. So now I'm worried. Looks familiar, yeah. Okay, I do really freaking like Metronet here, as there's no dark resist. Wow, Metronet can just switch in and blow something up and leave. Okay. I could go with MawAMURK lead. I don't know what they're going to lead with, but it probably won't be better than what I can go with. I'm not really sure. My Zip Zap with El Iguana is safe, as it always allows me to be annoying. I can always go with Rancidor, because after a Peace of Mind, that Draco Beam is going to hurt, as there's no ancient resist. Yeah. I just use these two for my damage mostly, then try to protect everyone else. I could easily go with Wiki for Sea Drake, and I can throw out poisons, or even Mudslide Forge. I'm gonna go Wiki because I think it just makes sense. Makes us be a bit safer, I guess, into Viscarna. I'm not really sure. Doesn't really do that much against Viscarna. If I want to beat Viscarna, I just go Waba, which Waba does seem pretty solid here. Yeah, I'll do this. I don't really see the need for Lumi, as the only thing I would really switch in on would be Sea Drake. There's the problem there. Okay, so utility begins now. This thing poses no threat to us, so we get rid of whatever item it's got. This is Rageful Plushie. Huh? What was that? Bane of Haste. Is this gonna be like a Florant? Actually, I wonder. Your Dissipate goes first, right? Because you're slower. Oh, I'm okay with this. This is great. I just switched this thing out. And hopefully back into Cosmeor, which would be the best case scenario. Yeah, I was gonna say don't Scorch and Skin me, but it can't because it is Heat Summon. It goes into the worst possible switch in for them. Nice. Okay. I really want to get my hazards up, but they're gonna go right back into Forge here, so I'm just gonna Driving Force again. I'm just gonna keep doing this. Get it out of here. If I had barbs up, this would be absolutely bonkers chip. But oh, Dude, we have wasted this entire Bane of Haste and we're just being annoying. All right, now we'll slap down because they're going to stay in this time, expecting Driving Force. We're going to Sword Slam. That means that I can go into Wobless, which then means I can go for Deep Freeze with this Karna. They did not do what I thought, but this freaking works out too. Sick. Is it Viscid? Is that why it's swapped in here? Well, we just got rid of the Milkshake. That's big. Okay, we can Vine Lash. I don't see really why not. Bane of Haste is still up. I'm still the fastest thing on the field. They're not. They could go easily into Billaforge here, though. But no, we just get half. We. Oh my god! If I was max melee attack, it would have died. We lower its speed now, and then we lower its speed again with Vine Lash. What is happening? Oh my god! Holy dude! This has been an absolutely bonkers first couple of turns. Well, it would have to have 104 speed, which that's actually its baseline of speed. But it's a Bane of Haste team. You think it'd be slower? I feel like I'm actually just gonna rest. I'm not too stressed about taking a huge hit here because I'm just gonna go Wobless. Yeah, we're not worried about that in the slightest. I could actually just go for the kill. Actually, no, they know I want to do that, so they're gonna go into Billaforge. I'm just Driving Force. You know, I had a roll there. I should have just gone for the kill. But no, it's still alive. And now we're back into Cosmere. Oh, don't let me photosynthesis this, buddy. Oh, please don't let me. This has been sitting on him the entire game. This has been wild. If I had one layer of barbs up, the amount of damage we would be throwing around right now is ridiculous. What is going on? Why am I still on the field? This is stupid. I'm just gonna rest, get all my health back. They're finally gonna get their Billaforge in for free though. It's a Florant? Oh my god. What is going on? I don't know anymore. Okay. They're gonna Soul Burst here. They're either gonna bulk up Soul Burst or just bulk up. One of the two. They could also just parasitize. I then need to make a clutch decision on whether I want to go for Barb. Because I'm confident I can survive a couple hits, but after the Vice Jaws, if it's running Vice Jaws, this could be a little spooky. I'm not sure. Parasitize is out. Vice Jaws probably kills me in this range, so I'm just gonna Deep Freeze. I'm just gonna show I'm not afraid of clicking it. Ow. Okay. Eat the Milkshake as we get our Deep Freeze off. Half of its health is gone. Okay. I really wanted to get hazards up, but honestly, after this, I don't see that happening. I'm gonna Barb. They could parasitize for some reason. No, they just Vice. Alright, we have no Barbs up, so we have to be very careful against this Florant. Best option I think of right now is Metro, because it just is going to blow everything up. We have seen their entire team, and their only switch-in for this was Fiskarna, which is now dead. So we set a Dark Surge here. My problem right now is I literally have nothing to survive Florant. I have Wiki Wiki, which gets hit by Parasitize. Basically, they're going to sack Fiskarna here. Hello? I was thinking they would sack Fiskarna to get in Cosmere. But then they have to survive a Goggles boosted Dark Surge, which they probably do. Which then they would sack Cosmere. Or no. Would I wait? I'd probably wait at that point, right? To try to stall as many possible turns. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Because Cosmere is definitely coming in here. Do I Dark Surge to attempt to hit it hard? I need to try to stall as many turns as I can, because they might just go for like a Meteor Smash for some reason, but they would always go for a Dissipate if they're smart. Yeah, here's Cosmere. I have to go for the possible kill. That's the thing. Like, I have to. Because Florant is a problem right now, and we need to deal with it. We don't get the kill. Do we flinch? Okay. So, now what we need to do is wait this out. We're not going to go for the kill. We're going to hope that they do dumb things, like go for an attacking move as their dying breath. Which they do. Perfect. This is exactly what we wanted. Stall as many turns out as we can. A Bane of Haste. This is exactly what we wanted. Nice. Okay. Now... Honestly, I can't live another meteor crash. So I actually have to go Rancidor. I don't know. This is weird. No, I could have lived another one. I could have waited, then went into Rancidor. Then it would have been fine. I did the wrong order there. But this is fine. Now I'm going to go to Metronet. I mean, I guess either way works, right? It's just one of them would have saved me half my health on Rancidor. Okay. Good. We stalled out the Bane of Faces. This is what we needed to do. We could not kill the Cosmeo, or else they just go for it and they parasitize everything. What I should have done actually is go Wiki and then go back into Metronet. I mean, there were better moves there than Rancidor, but I kind of tunnel visioned. But it's fine. We're alive, and that's what matters right now. Piscarna's won. Sea Drake would have to be Boots at this point if it wants to accomplish anything. And I guess we'll have to see. If it wasn't Boots, we one-shot it here, unless it's Clutch Plushie, which it could be Clutch Plushie. No, we just take down the Sea Drake because Sea Drake sucks. Sea Drake just doesn't do anything. Like, there's just nothing that it does that nothing else does better, right? Just use a Tatab. Alright, now we Dark Surge. Did I turn the volume up, by the way? I did! I remembered! Oh, here's the Stalker. Here he is. Gorilla. He followed me into Jumpstart. I didn't kill?! Dang! I was fully expecting that to kill, but now that it did. I don't know. Yeah, like, what they should have done is just dissipated, right? That just made the most sense there, because at that point, I had literally nothing. I would have had to sack the Metronet to get Rancidor in to hope Muck Blast killed. And if it didn't kill, I mean, at that point, Rancidor just dies, right? I guess it also helps that they didn't bring Zulong, which I guess that's very helpful thinking about it now. Wow. Let's be glad that wasn't something we had to deal with. Alrighty. Here we go. Alright, what exactly can we be? Why is there another Cosmeo? Is that the Loomian of today? Is Cosmeo encased? I'm guessing so. Right? I guess like I decide, hey, I'm going to use Mawamurk, but no Sap Plant, and then there's Cosmeo cases that wall me. I guess it doesn't matter. I have Driving Force. We're going to try to actually get Barbs up this time. I really like how strong a Leguana can be. We have to be very worried about the Moraith, though. My Pyrokinesis is not bad into their like fire moves are really annoying for them to deal with. Like, Pyro could be very detrimental. I feel like I either go with Lumi or Wiki here. Something is telling me that Lumi is going to be better because I need to tank more hits. I need to be worried about the Morphezu though. Morphezu, hopefully it shouldn't be that big of a deal as long as we have the Mawamurk around and healthy. Dun, 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 dun. Taken like 25 years to get their Loomians out. Okay, well they expected it, tragically. We do have one of its better counters, being something that resists both of its stab options. So we're going to go with Mawamurk here. It is not terrifying, though, so Metronet cannot take advantage of Applied Frustration here. Yeah, they were expecting Lumi, but I just go Mawamurk, and then I Health Amulet this up. Now, we slap! We get our utility off here by slapping something. Cosmeo? Yeah, makes sense. This does make a lot of sense. We slap down the item and it is a health amulet. Nice. We very much so like that. Okay. I'm gonna insta swap a Waba here and try to get hazards up. I think this is a good insta swap. Dun. I think this is definitely the play. Getting Waba straight in, unless they just dissipate. They go for hypnosis. Okay. I'm gonna fall asleep, but since sleep sucks, it's okay. All I have to do is barb, and then boom, we're good. Another one? What is going on? Why have I fought 2 of these guys? I fought 2 Bane of Hasting Cosmures back to back. And I have not seen a Cosmure in like 20 years. You cannot tell me it's not rigged. I'll be fine, right? Yeah, we're fine. Sick. Do we wake up or not? Right, they removed that. Alright. That's a little tragic. I forgot they removed that. Alright. This resists it. Right? They're not gonna deep freeze. That's the thing. That's the thing you have to remember, that they're not gonna deep freeze. Should I have just gone into Mawamurk immediately? Probably. Alright. We take a little bit of damage. I need chip on guard drones, so I honestly low-key just might hit it with a Vine Lash. Honestly. Or I slapdown guard if item. I'm gonna Vine Lash, actually. It's under Bane of Haste. I get a big chunk of its health. We lower its speed. We get hit by a deep freeze. We do go down. Not a whole lot that we could have done to exactly save it there. We'll go Iguana. Have a scary electric move that we can throw out, and we're just going to go for a Flash and Flee. Because they're definitely afraid of electric move right now. There's a lot of things that need to go right here, and one of them is getting Metra to start doing stuff. I don't know. That was kind of... I forgot that they removed the sleep stuff. They buffed sleep to where if you actually do fall asleep now, you don't wake up on hit anymore. I haven't fallen asleep in this game in so long. So it's like, I don't know. I didn't know what to expect. It's a milkshake too. Maybe I should have slapped. Would have been a bit better. I don't know what I'm about to get hit by. Probably a Metal Blast, right? That makes sense. This has not been going very well. Not in the slightest. Ow. Yeah, this makes sense. I'm just gonna hit by Metal Blast. Now, were they Deep Freeze or Thunder Strike? Let's see. This is not going very well. Not at all. Getting played. My Mawamurk died. This might have been the worst possible outcome. I'm not gonna lie. Now I have to deal with that freaking guard drone again. Why did I landslide? Low key? I completely forgot. Oh. They don't even click Bane of Haste. I'm just gonna go back on a guard drone now. I honestly meant to Flash and Flee there into Metronet. But I guess a good thing I didn't, I guess. They're just gonna go into guard drone though. What is happening? I'm afraid. Are they trying to lure Loomian? I'm down. I'll get baited. I'll get baited. I'll get baited. Let's see. No, we're good. Okay. Ow. It hurts. This has been a very painful journey. I'm not gonna lie. Ow. Alright, let's leave and let's hopefully start doing some stuff. Because this has been a very painful journey. I've taken a lot of damage and I've not dealt much back to this guy. So a lot is going to have to go correct here and just pray they don't have Maraith. That's kind of the big billion-dollar thing here. Just hope they don't have Maraith. That or they stay in here or take half my health and I just lose. That can happen. Oh my god, we got rid of the scary thing. I wasn't even scared of Guard Drone, I was scared of Cosmure. Because it could enable the freaking guard drone to win the game. No, we just take down the Cosmure. How angelic. Let's see. Alright. Well, I know it has to be gloves looking at the damage that my Luminami took. So it's not going to outspeed me, but it could just adaptive. And then I just freaking die. If I go Luminami at that point, my best... I mean, Luminami's not going to be able to beat Tyrex at this point. He's always going to click the scary move that would hit me effectively. So I guess Luminami's got to be the sack right now. Makes the most sense. Yeah, they just adaptive. Makes sense. It's not Vengeance boosted anymore, so let's just go into Metronet. I don't have enough sacks for this is the issue. He does. He can keep sacking stuff and getting Cervolin on the field. Ow. Okay, well, we take down Cervolin here, hopefully. Nothing is going very well, huh? Yeah, nothing has been going very well, huh? And I don't even resist this move with Waba, but maybe somehow I take two. I don't really know how, but maybe. Nope. This hasn't been going very well. I was thinking that that was going to kill. It took it. And now I'm just getting adaptive. It's the old meta. Okay. Not a very great one. I fought 2 Bane of Haste Cosmere in cases, by the way. I want to point that out. I fought 2 of them. And I'm at this point, I don't even know. I don't even know what to think. I don't know what to think anymore. I know that the Discord server actually has to be real at this point. There's so much evidence pointing to its existence. Yet, no matter what I do, I can't escape it. I don't know how this happens. How people know. But no, it's just an oddity. Is it not weird that it turns out every single time I do one of my little showcases, I always end up going up against, I mean, unless I was a Thunder Blast and then somehow Pyrokinesis Metronet kills everything, there's nothing that I can do to win. I'd have to crit with Pyrokinesis like 4 times in a row. But no, sometimes... Oh, it just killed. Sometimes I do actually wonder, though, if people somehow know what I'm using before I use it. Because a lot of the time, it doesn't make any sense to me how some of these showcases can go the way that they do. Personally. Just because it's like, what the heck? How does this end up happening? No matter what I do, there is... I just don't know what to do. Well, I was really hoping I'd survive this hit. But it turns out it was plain shell. And you can't survive plain shell hits. Only way I can win is if I flinch with Dark Surge like twice. It's a 1 in 10. Let's see it. Did not happen. Tragic. But yeah, I fought 2 Pain of Haste Cosmere. What the heck? This is not fair. You know, the first battle was plenty. You need to get, you know, no more Malmurk, because I'm gonna fight another freaking Bane of Haste Cosmere. It cannot be a coincidence. You cannot tell me, because I don't understand it. I fight a Bane of Haste Cosmere when I'm using a Malmurk, right? Of course, I have a super effective move, but Malmurk being entirely walled by Cosmere encased, then it sets up Bane of Haste, and then things that I make slower are gonna outspeed me if I click my main damaging option. You see what happens, right? It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me in the slightest. And then on top of that, people have the audacity to say, no, I'm not in the Discord server, though. I freaking know it's real. I don't know who runs it. I don't know what bot is connected to my Loomian Legacy account that's able to track my party perfectly, and they know exactly. Because, like, only times where I never find things that counter me are when I'm doing the theme teams. Because then they're like, oh my god, what do I do? I have nothing. It was like the Bane of Haste team or like the Banana Split. I mean, Banana Split Tanuki's not a good one because like nothing can beat that. It's just busted. But no, I want to know who's in it, who orchestrates it, how powerful they are, and what bot they're using so I can find out and get it deleted off Discord. I fully believe it's real, and this guy's probably, it's you. He's every time I fight him, it's more data that he gathers. You know, it's more data. Hope everyone had a great time, but I fully believe the Discord server is real at this point. I'm not even joking. It literally... How is it possible? How? Tell me how it's freaking possible that they can have these